Donte, just seems like you guys are in a real funk right now. What do you feel out there collectively with this group that's missing?
I don't know. Just like you said, it's a funk. But one thing I know about this team is we do respond, and I think that's what we're going to do. They came in and just played more physical than us, so we have to respond more.
Coach was saying that the offense feels unstructured right now and needs a little more, especially to get you and Jaden going and involved. Do you think, how are you feeling in terms of involvement right now with the offense and what needs to change there?
I think, if we can get stops and run, I think that's when the involvement starts. And once you get stops and run, everybody, touching the ball and moving the ball, I think there's a more willingness to do it in the half court. But when we don't get stops and, we're trying to, and they're being physical and we're trying to get into something, it just, naturally is going to go into our main guys' hands, and they're trying to make a play and they're trying to be aggressive as well. So I think it starts, you always focus on, if we're going to get stops and run, that's how we get involved early on, and now the defense softens up in the half court.
I'll say just how you guys as a team try to maintain even keel, stay positive, communicate each other as you go through.
I think, we lost 5 in a row, so I think, I think the energy right now feels like we lost 5 in a row. It's been, 2 in a row? But I think they're just bad losses. They're losses that we would really like to have back, especially going into the break. But like I said, this team responds. We have, 2 games left until All-Star break, and another opportunity tomorrow. We can't dwell on this too much. Whatever the coaches bring to us tomorrow, we have to address, and just be ready to compete at a high level tomorrow, because it's a really good team coming out.
What do you think defensively? How do you feel like the group is right now?
When we played early on, we played pretty well defensively. We just got to finish plays. We just got to rebound. And I think, it kind of goes back and forth of when we turn the ball over and they get, transition points. It's the same thing that we want to do. We want to turn them over and get out and get involved. So, for them, everybody else is getting involved because they're getting out in transition and running. And then when they go to the half court, they're going to their main guys and they're doing their thing. So they just did it at a more efficient, higher rate than us tonight, and with more physicality. So the defense is that's our calling card. So if we can get stops and finish plays, I think we're playing good defense for 20 seconds, and then either we're fouling or giving up a rebound or something silly happens at the end of the clock. And those are deflating plays, and all those deflating plays add up, and that's what you kind of see and feel, this funk that we're in. But I think we started off the game defensively really, connected and solid. We just got to keep building on that.
When you have kind of regained, what was coming off of that Atlanta loss earlier in the year, 44 in a row after you lost 5 in a row, what are 1 or 2 things that change or really click for you guys in those moments that helps to turn around?
Atlanta, we got our ass whooped. Just call it plain and simple. It's what it is, and so the team that we are, we know that we're going to come in tomorrow and we're going to be ready to go. But we have to do that the next night and the next night after that. Just because we beat this team before doesn't mean we're going to beat them again. But to your point about losing big time in Atlanta, everybody was down and we respond back in Miami and win a couple in a row. So coming in tomorrow with Atlanta, everybody's going to come with a chip on their shoulder and try to respond, and I think we're ready for that challenge, but the challenge for us is to do it consistently. Thank you.
Thanks, man.